What is good, Fin Nation? What is good? A absolutely beautiful day. You take the good with the bad. Today in Dolphins Nation, obviously the big news that we took care of the homie Xavien Howard. I mean, so many of you joined the Patreon yesterday. If you joined the Patreon and you saw the inside info I gave you, and then you fast forward today, what happens? I'm just saying. Dead on, bro. Like throwing bullseyes on a dartboard over here. So fantastic stuff. Was a great day. Had to deal with some absolute nonsense on Twitter today. And hey, dragged one clown from one side of the other, one side of Twitter to the other. Just another day because the jealousy, the envy is real out there against your boy who was spot on during this whole process. Thank you to my source. He knows who he is. So, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to spend much time on the irrelevant. So, moving on. Obviously, the bad news today, Hunter Long went down with what appeared to be a major injury. And it's yeah, exactly, Ryan. Just another Sunday for reason. Hunter Long went down for an injury. We're sending prayers out to Hunter Long. Hopefully it's nothing major. Hopefully he can come back, bro. And hopefully everything can be positive. Yeah, hopefully Hunter Long, it's not long. Hunter Long, it isn't long, and he doesn't miss the whole season. I'm praying for that. So we're gonna start off. We'll talk about the X stuff because that was obviously the stuff to start the day. We will then get in and recap the 11th day of training camp, 4th day of pads, and we got some videos. We'll add some we'll talk about some videos. I don't have 26 videos like I had yesterday, but we got a good portion of videos, so we'll go over that. And then we will after we do our recap as usual. And then there's something I wanted to talk about in terms of an interesting tweet that came out. We'll talk about that, and then I will open it up to you guys for a little bit. All right. So that's what it is. So let's get into everything. Let's start off let's get the housekeeping out of the way. If you'd like to donate to the channel, paypal.me/Phinside. You can also donate directly through the super chat. Become a Phinside the NFL Patreon, support the channel. There are now 61 of you. We jumped up from 49 yesterday. I got 12 Patreons. So I'll keep dropping some info. I got some more info that I'll be dropping regarding Liam Eichenberg, and I'm going to do that either tonight or tomorrow. I haven't fully decided yet, but there will be some more. There'll be some Liam Eichenberg information coming your guys' way. But as usual, because they show so much support, we're at 61 right now. I do want to shout out each and every one of the Patreon. And by the way, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button. We're only 8 away from 4,800. We're only 208 away from hitting 5,000. It's on the horizon. Let's get there, man. Let's get there before the end of training camp. All right. So show some love if you're new here. You're not going to find a better platform if you want to be an informed Dolphins fan than Phinside the NFL. Like I said, what the stuff we got, just some highlights of stuff we got coming for y'all. When the season starts, we'll be doing two days on here every Tuesday, like I did last year. Me and Ballgame will be breaking down the all 22 of every dropback of Tua Tagovailoa. But we got a new cast member this year as Martin, former quarterback at Florida A&M, will be joining, so it'll be us three breaking down every dropback of Tua this year. Obviously, when Game Pass gets the all-22 up, which is sounding like it's going to be September, I'll be dropping the Raekwon Davis film study for y'all. That'll be exclusive to the Patreons and the members only for like a day or two, and then I'll open it up to the public. I'm also in celebration I'm still going to do it. I'm going to take a look at every one of X's interceptions from last year. We'll break all down 10. How much did Byron Jones affect them, et cetera? What did he do? What technique? Baiting and all that kind of stuff. We'll look into that. So those will be exclusive to Patreons and members first and foremost, then it'll come out to the public. Also, if you become a patron any level, I make you a mod. So if you want to be a mod on the channel, there you go. But shout out to all the Patreons: Damien, MF Fins 1, Seth, Twizzle, Law 10442, Timothy Whiteman, Yawa Bulla, Bruce 1, Foxin Around, Dr. Draft, Timothy Sapinenza. Appreciate you guys. Nico Kumo as well. Can't forget the homie Nico. One of my day ones out here. He's an absolutely fantastic person, and it's been awesome getting to know him. Irving, Drew Boo, the show, Jawar Thompson, Jeff Jackson, Andre Villarreal, J Love T, Todd Labruto, the Enigmatic Man, Georgia Boy 23, Florida born, Kentucky grown, Michael Rodriguez, Dennis Klassen, Philip Leduc, Tommy Flores, Ron Levy, Marino Ron, Anthony J. Marine, Brett Potvin, Joe Crotwell, Rhonda, Logan 15, Just Keep Waddling, Justo, Robert Martin, Regil. Yo, Regil, I can't believe that clown today thought you were a burner account. Absolutely hilarious. Drip Entertainment, Anything's Possible, Troy. Some of my new ones: Nelson Alfonso, Ernesto Gonzalez, Rafael Lopez, Franklin Lejeune, Timothy Sapineza, Dylan Tataro, Brendan Smith. Brendan, if you're in the comments, go ahead and comment right now so I can make you a mod. Miami Fins 113, Fins 1, Quentin Martin. Quentin, if you're in the comments, can you please comment so I can make you a mod? Same with Ryan Williams, Mauricio Ortega, Zachary Grenhalg. If you're in the comments, Zachary, go ahead. Robbie T11, if you're in the comments, go ahead and comment so I can make you one. Daddy Dean, same goes for you. Brian Terry, same goes for you if you're in the comments. Anthony Giandoletti Jr., if you're in the comments, go ahead and I'll make you a mod. Joe Levesque, same with you. I'll make you a mod. Jose Valdez and June, if you're in the comments as well, go ahead and comment so I can make you a mod. All right. Because I want to take care of all of y'all that sign up. So appreciate each and every one of my patrons. Guys, if you look below me, right next to the subscribe button, all right, there's a option to join, and there's multiple different levels that you can join. That'll give you access to badges next to your name, as well as it'll give you emoji access, exclusive emoji access, and like the Patreon, you will get oh, there's Junior right there. You will get first access to the film studies when they drop. All right. So Junior Ronaldo, I assume you're June, so I just modded you, bro. So yeah, if you are in the comment section right now and you're a new patron, go ahead and comment so I can take care of you and make sure you are modded right now. But yeah, if you look below me, there's a join button right next to subscribe. Go ahead and click on that. There's also the link directly to the Patreon and the link to join the channel directly below me in the description. Okay, there you go, Troy. There you go. Took care of you. There you go. See? So you can get that taken care of right away, and you can go join the channel, or you can go be a patron. All right, guys. So appreciate each and every one of you guys. Zo Vegas, members get emojis and badges next to the name. Patrons do not. And Patreon gets you mod status. Joining the channel does not. All right. Now let's keep it rolling. The other thing I wanted to mention is I wanted to shout out each and every one of the members of the channel, because I mean, hey, just like the Patreons, you guys are big contributors. Oh, I already did too. So I've mentioned the everyone who's joined, I believe. Have I? Did I? I feel like I didn't. Okay. I started to. That's what I did. Yeah, I got to Nico. So my team, Dolphin, Dolphin Sweden, Fake Spike 94, Jazz 803, Luke Sparkman, D-Ray 91, Tilly Flips, Marcus 84, Ty Rhodes, Florida Born, Kentucky Grown, SC 42, Cody Patron, The Show, Jonesy Fins Nation, Kevin Williams, Rhonda, Philip LeDuc, Zachary Harris, Dennis Klassen, Powerhouse, Thunder Cleus, Birdman, 100 Ante, Ramon Casillas, Marino's Goat, Michael Simmons, Ron Levy, Chad Marchione, Todd Marine, Tony Marine, my bad, Barry Bailey, DC, the homie, Richmond Webb, Furious, KL Day, Rhino, Irving, Julian, Scorpion King, Ty Jenkins, Whale One, Innes, Campbell, Mari, Fred Rivera, Justin Dunker, Cash, Zanny Jinzo, your boy Trev, Caddyshack, 5987, Fins Forever, Storm Warrior, D Huggin, Tuckaloosa Sosa, Daryl Canup, Big Time, 66 6, Wayne Hedgeman, Quint Riddle, Takumazi. Man, I feel like I butcher your name every time. Harry Clements, Canadian Fins Gone Wild, Franklin Lejeune, Todd Beards, Pierre Lewis, James Steele, Sean Moore, Dolphin, Don, Jeremiah Kelly, Fins for Life, Big Stud 007, Corn 72, Chef Jew, Kyle Bow, Tommy, Robert Martin, Tony Usawa, Sinatra 305, Ricky Butts, Joe Fields, Daddy Dean, BK 2-Day, Dylan, Hannah Howe, Ramon, Elortondo, A Turner 05, Serge Chalk Vanilla Straw, Rafael Ferrero, Sherrod Ford, Miami Fan 113, James Jordan, Twice Over, Ivan Ulysses, Josh Tito, Logan 15, Sal Powell, Joe Levesque, Robert Taylor, Jose Valdez. Man, I appreciate each and every one of you members and each and every one of you Patreons for supporting me the way you do. Man, I appreciate all of you guys. You guys are absolutely fantastic, man. And shout out to the new member, Big Spence 87. Appreciate you, man. Welcome to the Phinside fam. All right. So just before, Junior Antonio, enjoy Turks and Caicos, man. That's amazing. I wish I was down there right now, bro. We were actually going to be coming down there in December, but we changed things up, so we'll be coming down next year. People are asking about Mitchell Schwartz in the comments. I'll answer that in a second. Patchvibes.com. You can get an amazing tumbler like this. You can get a shirt exactly like, let me get my PS5 controller out of the way. A shirt like this. You can get 20% off. All you got to do is go use code Phinside off your order. Shout out to our newest sponsor, backroomcollection.net. Use code REASON to save 10% off their order. Go check them out. They got some amazing canvas work. I'm actually slacking. They told me to pick one out so they could send it to me so I could show it off to you guys. So I'll be doing that real soon. And yeah, so I'll also got a new sponsor that'll be coming in the next week or two. All right. And it'll be for all you gamblers. Now, people are asking about Mitchell Schwartz. Is he available? Yes, Mitchell Schwartz is a free agent right now. The reason why he's a free agent is he got released by the Kansas City Chiefs, and then he had back surgery in February. Now, he has posted videos recently of him pulling sleds with his wife on him. So we'll talk about him in a little bit when I get into everything here. We'll get into it. I got some news about the tackle position. We'll get into that in a little bit here. But first, let's start off with the clearly obvious, and that's the whole Xavien Howard situation. I mean, hey, if you are a Patreon, if you follow me on Twitter and you saw my tweet yesterday that got almost 500 likes, you know what the deal is. I told y'all this was coming. And the Dolphins have agreed to restructure Xavien Howard's contract, sources say. The situation has been resolved. He's staying in Miami. It's believed to be the first time in NFL history a player with 4 years left on his deal has received added money and guarantees. So thank you, God. The Lord is at work today, baby. And then just to show you guys a little bit something here. Let me bring it up to continue to add context to the situation. If you weren't around yesterday, you didn't catch the show. If you're not on Twitter or if you don't follow me on Twitter, I mean, I just want to show you guys exactly what happened. It is Cameron Wolf basically verified what I was telling all of y'all. So here you go. And then I'm gonna get into the details of the contract for you guys here, okay? So this was my tweet yesterday, if you remember. I've been told the Dolphins have come to the table and made an offer to X, so the proverbial ball is rolling. X putting pads on and being out there is a good show of faith by him that a deal would get done, and the Dolphins wanted him back practicing, looking positive. That's what I was told by my source. Then, boom, this is what Cameron Wolf said. Dolphins hammered this deal with Xavien Howard out last night. Howard returned to practice as a sign of good faith, and everything got finalized from there. Everything is all and well again. So thank you, Cameron Wolf, for verifying me. Love it all day, every day, baby. Don't ever doubt your boy. So I only give you guys what I hear, and what I hear is from legitimate people. So, all right. Here's the deal. The new deal includes up to $3.5 million in incentives in 2021 and a fully guaranteed 2021 salary this year. Okay, so obviously that's very good for him. Also includes 2022 salary fully guaranteed if he gets injured. So if he gets hurt next year, salary is fully guaranteed, and becomes fully guaranteed on day one of new league year. 6.775 is of that fully guaranteed 2022 salary is due at signing. Dolphins also rescinded Xavien Howard's $93,000 in fines for skipping minicamp and converted $600,000 of the 2022 workout per game roster bonus into salary guaranteed for injury, sources say. Not a completely new deal that's still on the table next offseason, but good sweeteners for Xavien Howard. So basically, he's his base salary this year is fully guaranteed, and it has $3.5 million of incentives added on top of it. Okay, which would take him around the Byron Jones, would take him more than, I think Byron's making like $15 million this year. So I would take him higher to Byron if he hits the incentives. Okay, next year, his salary is fully guaranteed for injury. So if he gets hurt, it's fully guaranteed. And the deal becomes fully guaranteed on day one of the new league year. And he's due $6.775 million of that basically at the top of the new year as well. So, I mean, great deal for Xavien Howard. We took care of our man, and it is back. It is absolutely, he's back. Thank you, good Lord Almighty. Absolutely love that they worked it out with him, man. You know, everyone was worried about, I saw a heartbeat just said, consider the precedent set. Man, we set the precedent that if you're going to be top 3 at your position and the best player on a team, we will take care of you. That's not a bad precedent for me. I'm okay with that. Now, if this was here's the thing. The guy missed, 11 games in 2019, and he still has the most interceptions since 2018. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, like, I'm okay with that being set. And now this shows that, you know, if you were on my Patreon, one of the things that I talked about was, you know, there is a belief in the locker room amongst the vets that are getting onto their second deal and understand the business, that Flores is a little standoffish with those guys, as opposed to the impressionable young guys who have to do what they're told because they can't afford not to, that he gets along with. This shows all the vets in the room that we will take care of our guys. I'm totally okay with that. I'm totally 110% okay with that. I mean, Xavien Howard's the second best player in his position in the league. Only him and Jalen Ramsey are the best at that position. He's the best player on the team. The other thing, too, is our whole defense is built around X's skill set. Joe Levesque, I know you just joined the Patreon, so I'm taking care of you and making sure you are a mod right now. You are officially modded. So that's the thing. Like, our whole defense is built upon him. You got to take care of him, man. So especially when the player knows it. I am absolutely ecstatic with the situation. You know, I've said, remember, I'm not one of the guys who bought into Igbenogany balling out like some people on Twitter and YouTube tried to say. And thank God I didn't buy that one that some of y'all were selling. And, you know, now our defense can move accordingly. Like I'm telling you, if our secondary even gives us a semblance of what they were last year, all right, if we improve in the run defense and Tua starts converting these practices to real game situations, the playoffs are the floor for this team. The playoffs are the floor. Okay? Now we don't have to worry about taking exotic blitz packages out and reworking how we attack. Man, if Tua balls out, the O-line holds up, if this secondary gives us, I don't even need 10 turnovers from X. Give me 7 or 8. And the secondary is as effective as it was last year, and the run defense improves. Man, I'm talking floor is the playoffs, ceiling is the AFC Championship. I like the ceiling is the AFC Championship for us. And I say that as when you get to the AFC Championship, anything can happen. So, I mean, yeah, Chase, I'm just expecting the pass rush to naturally improve anyways. Florida born $5, man. I just want to thank you for all you do. Reason we are lucky to have a guy that keeps it real and does not pussyfoot around topics. Fuck the haters. Appreciate you, man. I love you, Florida born. You already know that. You're one of my biggest supporters, man. So you already know I love you, bro. So I am like so ecstatic that this is done. We can all sleep a little bit easier. And now we just really only have to worry about the tackle spot. Now the tackle spot is the biggest concern. So, and if Dieter will be the long-term solution at center, you know, is Dieter playing that good or is Skur and Cameron Tom playing that bad? We won't know until live action, right? A lot of questions will start to at least get answered this week when we go in live scrimmage. So thank God X is back. Best player on the team. One of the best players. Easily a top 15 player, top 20 player in the NFL. I want to hear nothing different. So, you know, you could probably make the argument top 10 player in the NFL. So thank God X is taken care of. Absolutely love it. This man is going to ball this year. He's going to prove all y'all that doubted him. Because don't forget, there were people that don't pay him, make him retire, sit him out, all that jazz. He's going to make y'all eat your words and say, this is why they paid me. And a hand, I think knows if he balls out this year and plays well this next year as well, they'll come right back to the table and he'll be able to sign some new money with 2 years left on the contract. So I am totally down for this. I can't wait, man. I can't wait. So hyped to see him this year. Shout out to Xavien Howard. Thank God they took care of you, my guy. Just thank God. Thank you all, Lord Almighty. All right, so let's I wanted to just read this article to y'all just with regards to the X thing before we get into training camp here. So the Miami Dolphins contractual conundrum with Pro Bowl cornerback Xavien Howard has been solved. Howard agreed to a restructured contract on Sunday per agent David Cantor. Beautiful stuff. We're excited. Brian Flores said, we want all sides to be happy. We wanted him here, and he's here. I wouldn't say there was much level of concern on our side. There definitely were concessions. Any negotiation compromise is important, which I agree wholeheartedly. There is no doubt about that. We want both sides happy, and that's the case right now. Howard seemed pleased but reserved and brief in comments after practice. Got the deal done. I'm just looking at something here. Got the deal done. It feels great to be out here with my team, and it feels great having you back, man. It really does. Love every single minute of it, baby. I'm always happy to be here with the team practicing. I'm always happy to be here with the team that drafted me, sticking through the ups and the downs, which is true. I mean, he's being honest, guys, and I absolutely love candor from this guy. The Dolphins and Howard reached a compromise, and in which Howard received potential $3.5 million in new incentives for 2021 and more guaranteed money for 2022. Clearly, we already went over that, right? Previously, his $12.375 million salary in 2022 wasn't guaranteed at all. Now, $6.775 million of that salary is guaranteed. The entire salary is guaranteed for 2020 if he sustains a serious injury this season. So, I mean, that's kind of a huge deal. According to a league source, here's what the Dolphins gave him for 2021, which could raise his compensation from 12.7 to 16.2 million. One, he gets $1 million if he makes the Pro Bowl or is an All-Pro this season. Two, if Howard attains stats that are 70% above the team's three worst categories, he gets $750,000. Those categories are rush defense, pass defense, and net yards. Three, he will get another $750,000 in incentives, which is ridiculous. If he plays 80% of the Dolphins snap, so they're covering their ass and making sure, making sure that any injury happens, they're good. If he plays 90% of Miami's defensive snaps, he gets another $1 million. So if he plays 90%, he gets $1.75 million off that alone. The Dolphins agreed to rescind $93,000 in fines from missed minicamp in June. For 2022, Howard received more concessions. The Dolphins moved his per-game roster bonus of $500,000 in 2022 to base salary and made it guaranteed for injury. Two, his workout bonus of $100,000 was removed and converted to base salary in 2022, and the Dolphins made it guaranteed for injury. So, I mean, that's good. More than half of Howard's 2022 salary is now fully guaranteed. That's $6.775 million. The remainder would become guaranteed the first day of the league year next March. Howard's let me just do something here. Okay. And Howard's $12.975 million salary for 2022 becomes fully guaranteed if he sustains a major injury this season. Cantor also received what he interpreted as assurances that a deal will be renegotiated in late February or early March in line with the marketplace and based on health and performance, but it's unclear if the Dolphins perceive that assurance the same way that Howard does. Howard declined to discuss if he wants the contract redone after this season. I mean, I really hope we don't end up right back in the same position, because that would kind of suck the big cojones, wouldn't it? His reaction in terms of the agreement that was reached. Howard said, "I was happy about the whole situation. Happy to be here competing with the team." So, there you go. At the end of the day, we got it done. All the other stuff. Here, let me see here for a sec. All the other stuff. not even worried about it. I'm just happy to be here. David hit me up and told me we got a good deal. We got the job done. Deal got done. I'm here with the team. That's what it's all about. The Dolphins initially had been hesitant to restructure Howard 5-year, $75.5 million deal that was signed in May 2019, but the sides reached a compromise on Saturday night. Howard asked to be traded on the first day of training camp and has practiced only twice in 9 days since, with the team citing an ankle injury as the reason for his absence. He returned to practice on Saturday. In a move that was well received by the Dolphins. So there you go. The show of good faith, right? You gotta like when he shows that kind of stuff. I mean, man, we all knew all he had to do was, show a little faith that he was, that he believed it would get done. He did, and here we go. Now it's done. Now Xavien Howard is remaining here for, it looks like, at least the next 2 years. So, I'm just happy this deal got done. Like, it's about time. Like, the last thing I wanted was something like this to be what holds up us from taking that successful step this season, man. It would just be the worst if it was only over a couple million, a couple $1 million. You know what I mean? It just goes to show that this team right now, by getting this done with X, not only does it let them realize that, he's a huge part of this team, but I think the other thing is showing you that they said, okay, we need to win now, and we believe we can win now as long as X is a part of this team. So, I'm totally ecstatic that they got it done, man. Howard had asked to be traded on the first day of camp, and has practiced only twice in 9 days since, with the team obviously citing that ankle as a reason why he was absent. He returned to practice that was well removed. Cantor said he wants to thank Coach Flores, Chris Greer, and Dolphins executive Brandon Shore. What is this? Hold on a sec here. What is going on here? Are you serious? Anyways, and he wanted to thank Brandon Shore as well for doing something unexpected and difficult, to say the least. Many times over the past 8 months, we all did not expect anything to happen. The organization handled us with absolute class and professionalism. Howard had wanted to be paid more than Dolphins cornerback Byron Jones. If Howard cashed in on some of the 2021 incentives, he will be paid more than Jones this season. Jones is due $14 million this season. Howard definitely will make 12.7, and that figure could reach 16.3 million if all incentives are reached. So, he kind of got his wish, right? To an extent. Also, the gap between guaranteed money players has closed. Jones is due $55.3 million from 2021 through 2024, and just over 21 million of that is guaranteed. Howard is due $50.5 million from 2021 to 2024, plus the new 3.5 in incentives this season, and now 21 million is guaranteed. So Howard took some 11-on-11 reps on Sunday, and he did strip Isaiah Ford, presenting a touchdown. Knocking a little rust out, he said, of the ankle injury that sidelined him more than a week. I wouldn't call it a holdout. New CBA, you can hold out. Different way you can call it. Just happy to be here. Howard would have been fined $50,000 a day had he missed camp Sorry, I just saw the donation from Logan. I got some new videos that I'm trying to download for today. That's what I'm. Shout out to Logan15. Watched last night's show at work this morning. This is for the Tua rant. I shed a tear. Tua threw the football right into Coach Flo's mouth to make him look silly with that shade he was throwing out in the summer. Love you, bro. Love you too, Logan. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it, bro. Okay, so hold on a sec here. Hold on a sec here. Miami fan 1-3. I thought I heard Miami was looking to trade for a tackle. Have you heard anything? And what do you think we should give up for starting right tackle? I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. I'm just trying to figure this out right here. Something going on right now, and I'm having a serious issue right now. Hold on a sec. I just want to do this. Hold on a sec. I'm just trying to take care of this. So just give me 1 second here while I do this. Then we'll get back into it. Because I got a bunch of stuff that just came out that I want to add. Unreal. Let's see if this works. Pete, I'm not worried in the slightest when you say you come with me. I've made you look foolish multiple times, okay? Stop. You're the last person I worry about in this community, bro. I don't want to hear when we're winning because of Tua this year. I want you to sit your ass down on your chair, and I don't want to hear a damn word out of you, bro. You didn't like if Tua wins games this year, you don't even have the right to enjoy those wins, bro. Like you literally don't have the right to enjoy those wins. All the crap you talked about that kid, man. I don't want to hear nothing, bro. Nothing whatsoever. And you're one of the people that Tua is making look absolute silly for trying to say that he was 100% last year. So keep it up, bro. Not worried in the slightest. All right, let me do this. Give me a sec, people. Dude, Couch Scout, give me a break, bro. I get paid to do this, bro. Let me know when you get paid for your thoughts or people care enough to donate or join a Patreon or Google pays you for your thoughts, buddy. And, you're just a shining example of what's wrong with this community when you talk like that. I mean, did you enjoy Raekwon Davis's season last year? Because last I checked, I'm the one who called that. I called exactly what Austin Jackson, like, bro, I'm tired of being right. I'm so right that I'm tired of being right over here, bro. Okay. All you got is Tua, and you got a season of when the guy was at 60% health, man. Give me a break. Give me a complete and absolute break, dude. Ain't no one. Let me see what's going on here. That's the thing, Pete. People take me a lot more seriously And people take what I say with a lot more value attached to it than you, bro. And I guess that bugs you. I don't know. Is what it is, bro. Just another example of me winning. Haters gonna hate because someone's got to do it, bro. Fins for life, $2. You don't even have to explain myself. Nah, I don't, bro. I mean, end of the day, bro. This is what the facts are. I mean, I'm considered legit in this community, so you know what I mean. I don't worry about people that aren't really. It is what it is, man. People want to hate, let them hate. Don't matter to me, bro. Do not matter to me. Man, I don't know why this is working like this. Give me a sec here. I mean, they're calling you names in my comment section, Pete. I don't know what to say, bro. I don't know what to say, bro. You whiffed on Rosen. You shouldn't even be able to talk about quarterbacks if you want my honest opinion. Because dead wrong. So wrong. Man, what is going on here? All right. I got like 3 videos that I'm trying to add here. So just give me a sec. Oh, there we go. Let's see if this works. Let's see if this works, bro. I mean, do we have to get into the fact that you thought Josh Rosen was the truth and you told everyone last year that Cam Newton was going to be the best quarterback in the AFC East and Tua outperformed Cam Newton? Just saying. Fins for life. Let's let the haters hate. Here's one for the haters. $5. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you very much, man. All right. I think I found it. I'm downloading these right now. All right. So let's get into the training camp recap for the day. We will start off with the Palm Beach Post. You got $12.99. Are you crazy? All right. Sorry. My usual app stopped working on me, so I don't know what's wrong with this right now. Like this would have been done in 2 seconds while I was talking to you guys. Oh, hi, Pete. Daddy's here. Oh, you guys crack me up, man. Oh my god. That's hilarious, bro. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh my god. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my god. All right, let's get into this right here. Rookie tight end Hunter Long, a 3rd-round pick of the Dolphins, was carted off the field. Really? Are you serious right now? Hold on a sec here. He was carted off the field. The severity is immediately not known right now. But Long appeared to have difficulty putting weight on the leg after he caught a pass today. So, I mean, that's never good news. Long was taken with the 81st overall selection out of Boston College. Coach Brian Flores' alma mater. He was shown already. He has shown steady promise with his receiving skills dating back to the offseason program this spring. We're happy to have him. Fellow tight end Mike Gesicki said in May, good player, good kid, smart kid, and I think he can just add another element to our offense. I'm excited for him and his career. Long appeared in 36 games for the Eagles, starting 14 and finished with 89 receptions for 1,297 yards. He's a typical Boston College player. He's tough, he's smart, he's team first, and we're excited to have him. Other news and notes from Sunday's workout. George Godsey returned after being in the COVID protocol last week. Gesicki remains on the COVID list. Judging running plays in practice with no tackling to the ground is risky. But Salvin Ahmed broke loose for what looked like a touchdown run of about 85 yards. Officials threw a flag for holding, but that didn't negate the fact Ahmed hit the hole quickly and showed good burst. In red zone drill, Tagovailoa hit Durham Smythe and Matt Collins in the end zone. Tagovailoa also found Jakeem Grant for 2 scores. Working on the offensive line, left to right, were Austin Jackson, Liam Eichenberg, Michael Dieter, Robert Hunt, Jesse Davis, Adam Pankey also rotated in. So there you go. Larnell Coleman didn't rotate in very much today. Catch of the day goes to Isaiah Ford, diving for a ball from Tagovailoa while being defended in the end zone by Byron Jones. Ford got up and strutted. He deserved to. Not working with Will Fuller, Jalen Phillips, and Albert Wilson. Malcolm Brown and Andrew Van Ginkel were back. Eric Rowe intercepted Tagovailoa in 11-11 drills. Minutes later, rookie Javon Holland also intercepted Tagovailoa. So 2 interceptions today. That was his first multi-interception since the torrential downpour, and those are his first interceptions in 6 or 7 days of camp. Sunday marked the Dolphins' final training camp practice in Miami Gardens until August 17th. On August 18th, 19th, the Dolphins will hold joint practices with the Falcons before playing them on August 21st. The Dolphins will fly to Chicago on Tuesday, practice with the Bears Wednesdays and Thursday, and face the Bears on Saturday. And I'll be live for that game on Saturday, just so y'all know. Continuing on here. So that's the Palm Beach Post update. Let's get into the Miami Herald and what they had to say. And shout out for the $1.99 donation from Franklin the Jew for the super sticker. Appreciate you, my guy. All right, Miami Herald. So the big news of the day was Xavien Howard's contract restructure, which we detailed. We went over that already, right? All right, showed you all the parameters. So 10:30 a.m. Andrew Van Ginkel is back at practice after sustaining an undisclosed lower body injury. That didn't look serious when he walked off the field with a slight limp on Wednesday. Will Fuller and linebacker Jalen Phillips also remained out. So there you go. It didn't look serious when he walked off the field with a slight limp on Wednesday. Will Fuller and Jalen Phillips were also out. Fuller has missed 9 practices. Phillips has missed 8. Both Fuller and Phillips are standing on the field without any cast or covering or anything like that. So, hey. Receiver Devontae Parker He returned to practice on Friday after missing time with a hamstring issue. And he's wearing a no contact jersey today. So, I mean, that's never the best. That's never the best. Because I mean, that means that like now, if you remember, he was practicing fine yesterday. That means now he's probably aggravated something. Safety Brandon Jones wasn't immediately spotted at practice. He walked under his own power into the facility during Saturday's practice with what appeared to be an ankle or lower body injury. So Brandon Jones is out. Malcolm Brown returned to practice after missing 3 days with an undisclosed injury. Saul McKinley, the mystery continues. Let me just do this for us. The mystery continues apparently with him. Bro, I'm really struggling to get these because my app stopped working. Hopefully this one works. The guard who started 13 games last season began the day with the third team, but then moved up to the second team. Corner Noah Benogany has been promoted from the third team to the second team early in practice, at least in individual red zone drills, but then returned to the third team. Moving on, at 11, rookie Javon Holland is the first team safety for a third practice in a row. Jason McCourty and Xavien Howard, coming back from the ankle issue, are alternating as the first team cornerback opposite Byron Jones. So it looks like Jason McCourty is settling in ahead of Nick Needham as the backup on behind Xavien Howard. Christian Wilkins is working with the starters after opening with the second team 4 of the past 5 days. So there you go. That's good to see. That's very, very good to see. That is that's a big good. No? All right, continuing on. Salvin Ahmed turned the corner for a long run, but a holding penalty was called. Like we just went over. Malcolm Brown, back from injury, also had an impressive run. Liam Eichenberg has now been at left guard for 8 days with Jesse Davis at right tackle again. Tagovailoa completed a nifty slant pass to Mac Hollins, who continues to impress in recent days. And they report here also George Godsey is back. Malcolm Perry, who faces an uphill climb to make the team, is handling returns today with Jakeem Grant and the homie Jalen Waddle. So you like to see that stuff. Hold on a sec. Let me see something here. Okay, cool. Yes, I've solved the problem. Woo! Throw confetti in the air right now. Malcolm, yeah, so Malcolm Perry, he's got that uphill battle he's rolling with. Continuing on here. Jalen Waddle continues to look good, diving for a 20-yard catch off of the hands of course, Tua Tagovailoa in 7-on-7 drills. So there you go. And he just made another diving catch as they were talking about this. So there you go. Let's see here. Just let me figure this out. Gotcha. Okay. Durham Smythe threw a short touchdown pass to Durham Smythe in red zone drills, and we got that one, so we'll share that. We'll share that for you guys. I got that highlight. So it was a nice throw. He's on the run after he faked the toss. It was a good throw. Let me just download these. Download complete. All right, so we're good to go. All right, so but Jakeem Grant then dropped a well-thrown pass. Hey, some things never change in life. From 2 in the back of the end zone in 7-on-7 drills. Like, not a fan of seeing that stuff. Come on, Jakeem. You haven't had drop issues, seriously. The past what has it been? How many practices? He's done a good job of actually like not having serious drop issues. Now this guy's coming out here with the dropsies. So don't like to see that. Get rid of this. Tua had to throw away 2 passes out of the end zone and red zone drills because of tight defensive coverage. Credit Jason McCourty on one of them. So, I mean, that's a positive. Can't hate on that by any stretch of the imagination. And we got one of the interceptions to show you guys today for that went down, so you guys can see everything. Nothing hidden over here, baby. All right. Let me just make sure I send these to myself. All right. Sorry, guys. I had to like download a whole new program, and this was just an absolute nightmare, to be completely honest with you. Let me just send these to myself, and I can download them. Okay. So, continuing on. At 11:30, Justin Coleman had very good coverage on the red zone throw from Tua, and Javon Holland broke up a Tua pass in the end zone and red zone drills. Jakeem Grant, now there you go, caught 2 red zone touchdowns from Tua, rebounding from an earlier drop today. So, like, that's strong to see. And then Adam Shaheen extended his arms for what was an impressive short touchdown catch from Tua in red zone drills. Noah Benogany broke up a Jacoby Brissett pass to Robert Foster in 7-7 red zone session. Isaiah Ford dropped a touchdown pass from Tagovailoa in red zone drills, then was stripped of a touchdown by Xavien Howard in red zone drills. At noon, Will Fuller standing out here with any cast or covering or anything suggesting something serious. Again, he hasn't practiced since day 1, I believe. He hasn't practiced since. So I've talked to Nick Hicks. I've been told it's nothing overly concerning. So I've been told, there's no rush because he's not playing week 1. So he's not rushing himself back. So you can take that however you want to take that. So, I mean, I just provide the info that I get told. So there you go. Continuing on here for y'all. Eric Rowe tipped a Tua Tagovailoa pass into the hands of Jakeem Grant. Tua continues to do a lot of damage on the defense on slants. I told y'all this is going to be a quick rhythmic passing offense. They're going to kill the short and the intermediate level, and then they're going to come over top of you. Jakeem Grant just made a diving catch from Tua. Grant has come on strong as practice has progressed. Isaiah Ford just made an incredible leaping catch from Tua in the back of the end zone for a short touchdown throw. At 12:22 is when rookie tight end Hunter Long sustained a leg injury, looked like a knee, and was removed on a cart. He seemed to injure himself on a run after catch on a completion of Jacoby Brissett. He fell hard to the turf and couldn't put pressure on the leg. Hopefully it's not a tear. Please don't let it be a tear. Zach Seiler and Nick Needham had would-be sats on Jacoby Brissett. 12:30. Tua Tagovailoa threw 2 interceptions late in practice after a strong first 90 minutes. The first wasn't his fault. Eric Rowe picked off a pass when Shaheen appeared to run the wrong route. Tagovailoa's second interception was a poor throw and a very good play by safety Xavien Howard. I have the highlight of it, who had his second interception in 3 days with the starters at free safety. Javarius Davis had good coverage on Jakeem Grant on the play, and Holland grabbed the pick. But Tagovailoa ended the day with a short touchdown throw to Mac Hollins. The team ran sprints afterwards. It was encouraging to see Jalen Phillips run sprints. He has been out the past 9 days with a lower body injury. So, I mean, there you go. They're telling you right there that Adam Shaheen clearly ran the wrong route on one of the throws, and not to basically, read too much into it. So, but the second one, I've seen the throw. I mean, it wasn't, it wasn't that great of a throw. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and gas up. But, hey, it happens, man. It's practice. I'd rather see it. Well, to be honest, it rarely happens for Tua in practice lately. So, but I'd rather it happen at practice than in a game. You know what I mean? So that's where I'm at with it. So I'm not sitting here like beating Tua up and all that kind of jazz. But I know all the people that were real silent when he was shredding our defense in practice, they're going to try and talk that talk, crawling out from under the rocks. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to sit here and, overly stress about it. It is what it is. It's exactly what I just said. He's going to have days. He can't be perfect every single day. The guy was perfect for like 7 or 8 days in a row. I mean, let's be honest. You know what I mean? So, all right. Continuing on here, let's get into the Sun Sentinel and everyone's favorite Omar Kelly, because I know some of y'all really have a vendetta against the guy. I don't know why. He's good to me, but I get it. Some of y'all don't like. Here we go. Where are you? You are right here. You tell him, Rhino. Javon Holland got a late tryout as the Miami Dolphins starting free safety, and it appears he's taking full advantage of the audition. Holland, the former Oregon standout, the Dolphins selected with the 36th pick in 2021 of the NFL draft, picked off quarterback Tua Tagovailoa in an end-of-the-game series during 11-11 situational period of practice. Tagovailoa was getting a do-over on a drive where Miami's offense was simulating a come from behind late in the fourth quarter after he was picked off by safety Eric Rowe in his first end-of-the-game situation on Sunday. On his first play, Holland stepped in front of a pass intended for Jakeem Grant and ended Tagovailoa's second chance. It was Holland's second interception of training camp, and both came after he was subbed into the first team, while Jason McCourty, a 13-year veteran, was moved back to cornerback to address the unit's struggles. The Dolphins had initially planned to ease Holland into the role as Bobby McCain's replacement at free safety, hoping he'd eventually mature enough to serve as a play caller in the secondary and last line of defense for the defense, but it seems his playmaking prowess could speed up the process. I feel like I'm learning the playbook and getting the fundamentals down, said Holland, who recorded 108 tackles and 9 interceptions in 27 games he played in 2 seasons with the Ducks. When you get the fundamentals down and do the little thing, then plays come to you. You don't have to really go find them. I went too far there. Come on. I'm just looking forward to continuing to execute and capitalize on those things that come to me. Camp observations, George Godsey returned to practice on Sunday. This means tight end Mike Gesicki is the only player or coach still on the COVID 19 reserve list. In 1 week, cornerback Noah Monogany, the last of 3 first-round picks in 2020, has gone from first-teamer to third-teamer because of his struggles. But Monogany had a solid practice on Sunday, which was highlighted by a nice breakup on Jacoby Brissett, pass to Robert Foster. Cornerback Xavien Howard, who's working his way back into practice after missing out most of the past 2 weeks because of an ankle injury, broke up a pass to receiver Isaiah Ford inside the red zone, inside the end zone during his limited 11-11 snaps. Adam Pankey, who has played every position on the offensive line but center for the Dolphins, took a handful of snaps as a first-team left tackle. Pankey seems to be cementing himself as the 6th best offensive lineman on the team. Offensive lineman Solomon McKinley and Matt Skura, who had brief demotions last week, were both working with the second team. Grant and tight ends Jerem Smythe and Adam Shaheen each pulled down touchdown passes from Tagovailoa during red zone 11-11s. Linebacker Jerome Baker produced a sack on Tagovailoa during an 11-11 period. Defensive lineman Zach Seiler defected a pass at the line of scrimmage during a hurry-up series for Brissett. Stock up. Ford caught a one-handed acrobatic catch in the back of the end zone on a high pass from Tagovailoa to conclude an 11-11 series with a touchdown. Ford, who was the late addition to the training camp roster, has been productive the past week, which explains why he was called up to the first team to replace Albert Wilson, who was given what Coach Brian Flores labels a load management day off on Sunday. Stock down, Tagovailoa has been productive in promising practices for 2 weeks, rarely throwing interceptions during practices, only 3 before Sunday. But the 2 interceptions he threw during Miami's situational period created flashbacks to the 2 instances where Flores benched him for Ryan Fitzpatrick last season when the team was trailing. Miami needed a quick score. That was the exact instance the situational periods were supposed to create, and both of Tagovailoa's passes were hawked down by Miami safeties for interceptions. Injury update, rookie Hunter Long was carted off with it after injuring his left leg during after reception on 11-11. Wilson and safety Barron Jones were held out of Sunday's practice as they nursed lingering injuries. Jones seemingly suffered an ankle injury on Saturday, and Wilson has had a practice participation limited the past week and is wearing a compression sleeve on his right leg. Andrew Van Ginkel and tailback Malcolm Brown returned to practice but had their participation limited. Receiver Devontae Parker returned to practice on a limited basis and wore a red jersey designed for players that are designated as non-contact. So there is your update from the Sun Sentinel. I know people were just jumping down Omar Kelly's throat today for bringing up the whole Xavien Howard thing. Xavien Howard, the whole Tua Tagovailoa Ryan Fitzpatrick thing. Hey, that's his right. I mean, I wasn't there. I didn't see it. But, I mean, yesterday he had to as a top performer, right? So, I don't know what to say. It is what it is, man. Let's get into some more updates, and then we'll get into the video portion of the show that we like to do. You already know what time it is. Van Ginkel takes that spot, I think, Pete. Salute to you, Reason, for all your hard work. Keep doing you, homie. Much respect. Fins up, $10. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Big time. Hope all is well, bro, with you right now and everything going on in life, bro. And that's another thing I want to do, guys. Let's shout out Damian Deese, man. I need you to continue to send your prayers, well wishes, and love. Friday night, he had to take him and his family took his mother off life support, so he's going through it right now, man. So let's show Damian some love. You know what I mean? Because that's that dude, man. I absolutely love Damian. He's a good guy. And just show him some love, people. Just show him some love. He needs us to hold him up right now. He needs the Phinside fam more than ever right now. So show him some love. That's my dude right there. So shout out to you, Damian. I hope all is good to you, bro. I hope you're doing well, my guy. I really do. I hope, the sun's shining brighter a little bit today. And I hope everything is going well, dude. I miss you. I hope you're good, bro. All right. We're going to go through some loss with our Phinside fam. Russell went through his tragedy. A couple months before that, Darth Vader lost his mother to COVID. Now Damian Deese is going through it. So show some love, man. I mean, one thing we do here, I rant. I get whatever, I get brash, I get abrasive, I get in people's face. It is what it is. But at the same time, you know what I mean? I'm always here for all of you that support me, and I'm always here to pick you guys up and show you guys love, man, because I love each and every one of you. Even Pete, I even got some love for you, Pete. All right. So I just want, I just want everyone to stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed, and your families too, man. So just know that, Damien, I'm thinking about you, bro. All right, back into the updates here. Xavien Howard was welcomed by a lot of cheers from Dolphin fans when he took his place on the field today. Waddle was just showing great explosiveness from the top of his stem today. Waddle's been so explosive in practice. 3 DBs versus 3 wide receivers from the 5-yard line. Tua fires one to Waddle on the end line, who goes to the ground and digs it out. Throw was low and away from the defender. Waddle continues to catch everything. Tua comes back to the flat for a touchdown to Myles Gaskin. 3rd throw incomplete. 4th throw jams between 2 defenders, and Lynn Bowden makes the catch in traffic. So there you go, Lynn Bowden showing up. Nice zip and touch there by Tua. Brissett has completions to Foster, Carter, and a 3rd receiver out of 4 attempts. Jerome Baker carries a route over to the flat and takes away the window for the throw with Brissett. Tua shows some nice touch to the ball in the corner for a throw to Merritt, who goes up and gets it. We got that highlight. We'll see. Nick Needham and Eric Rowe, bracket Shaquem, and Brissett has no choice but to throw it high and away. Jamal Perry made his daily play in this drill where he drives on the ball to the flat from the pylon. Looked like it might be a pick 6 from Brissett, but it goes down as a pass breakup. Tua squeezes one into Waddle in traffic, then finds Bowden in the flat. Then the 3rd rep is a no throw because of good coverage from LeBlanc, McCourty, and Ellis. Tino Ellis, that is. Malcolm Brown is working. He catches a pass in the flat in a really tight coverage by Calvin Munson from Brissett. Munson forced Malcolm Brown out short of the end zone. Now Tua drills a quick slant to Hollins, who catches it in front of X. They're now into the team period. Gaskin finds a glimmer of daylight, but Eric Rowe closes on that quickly. Short gain. Nice block from Eichenberg to clear the initial lane. Malcolm Brown takes the toss and cuts it back. Really nice jump cut to stretch the defense and get to north-south. Then Gilko finds him for a collision of about 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Sam Eguavoen picks up where he left off yesterday, flies in for a collision on Dokes for short gain. Big lane opens for Patrick Laird, but Jonathan Ledbetter gets off his block and closes it up for a short gain. Shaquem Griffin and Tyshawn Render team up for a run stop on a Patrick Laird carry out of the backfield. Wilkins stays on a block, working on outside run by Gaskin, sheds at the point, and McKinney scrapes to clean it up. Gaskin finds some space this time, getting the corner before he's stacked up for about 5. Cameron Tom getting some push inside at center, opens up a hole with Solomon Kinley at left guard, the second team, to spring Jared Dokes to the second level. Salvan Ahmed has the Jets on display. He takes a toss, gets to the perimeter, and turns it on. Javaris Davis came from the other side of the play to maybe stop him at the 20-yard line, but it was a 80-yard touchdown run, minimum 60 yards. Good blocking by Kirk Merritt and Hunter Long. 7-on-7s, Tagovailoa to Waddle in the soft spot up the seam. Tagovailoa gets it out early to Gaskin in the flat. Gaskin made a move, creates a ton of space. One thing that Travis says he noticed is Tua doesn't hesitate to get the ball out early in short throws. Tagovailoa again to Waddle, this time to the sideline. Ball jumping off Tua's hands today early on. And Jalen Waddle showing off strong hands and concentration again. 7-on-7 from the 8-yard line. Dermot Smythe stops at the goal line, turns, and the ball is on his face mask. Touchdown from Tagovailoa. Gorgeous rep from Jason McCourty on Devontae Parker in the back of the end zone. Stayed on the hip the entire route. Jakeem gets a sliver of separation with an excellent move on McCourty on the end line. Tua puts it right where it's needed to be, but it's juggle and drop. This is a rarity for Jakeem Grant this camp. He's been fantastic, including making tough catches. Tua finds Hollins over the middle. Miami has a real nice mix of size and speed in the wide receiver core on display today. And it's apparently opening up a lot of options for this offense to move the ball. So that's always absolutely promising to hear, right? Tua finds Holland over the middle, and then the TDs continue as now he finds Shaheen in the back of the end zone, and apparently in the 7-on-7s, they were nearly perfect with Tua. Team period, Tua swings it out to Waddle on a 1-on-1 with Byron Jones in space, and Byron ushers him out of bounds. Next one up here. And Ginkle knifes in for a stop on Malcolm Brown. Good work to get under the block and find the ball carrier, a trait he's really developed as a pro. Tua gets away from an initial rush, works laterally to the line, and Jerome Baker comes in flying over, and it would have been a sack. Great production from the line. Tua surveys the field, finds Jakeem Grant between a pair of defenders and hangs on through contact applied by Eric Rowe. Apparently Austin Jackson is showing really good bend to his game, and a really strong anchor. Now in the red zone, Tua delivers a strike to Holland's chest on the goal line. Hollins gets his hands in to separate the ball from Hollins, so good breakup by Javon Holland. Emmanuel Ogbah works inside for a stop on a Myles Gaskin run. Tua throws to the end line for Jakeem, working off an in-cut touchdown. Tua under pressure, fires a ball into a trio of Dolphin defenders, but locates it to where only Shaheen can get it. Shaheen extends and makes a terrific catch. Tua runs down to the end zone to congratulate his teammate. Fans were really impressed by that play. Tua finds Ford in the end zone, but it's dropped by Isaiah Ford. X announces his presence by reaching in and stripping out what looked to be a touchdown on a slant to Isaiah Ford. So X making some plays. Tagovailoa tries the end line in cut that has been successful all day, this time to Hollins. Xavien Howard is step for step as the ball flies by incomplete. Hollins couldn't even attempt to make a play on the anticipatory throw. Great coverage. Ogbah works his pass rush move to get to Tua for a sack to end the period. Tua broke out of it, but the refs have ruled it dead. Byron Jones punches one out on Hearns in the ball security drill. Back to the team period. Christian Wilkins comes clean for the stop at the line. Eric Rowe scraped the edge to join him. Short gain, if any, for Gaskin. Pressure gets in. Tua fires the Waddle, gets quick separation, and makes a catch away from his frame. Tua finds Smythe on a shallow crosser. Smythe had all kinds of room to run. Wilkins is again making plays, comes off a block and greets the ball carrier at the line of scrimmage. Eichenberg leads up a Gaskin run with a nice block on Ogbah. Gaskin gets to the second level. Someone punched out a fumble at the end, and it was Byron Jones with Holland on the recovery. Tua fires a corner to Isaiah Ford over one defender and under another. Nice timing to get the ball to a small spot in time. Tua double clutches on a quick slant, fires. Rowe gets a hand on it. Jakeem catches the deflection one-handed. Tua throws to an open Ford, but it's a bit high and wide. Doesn't matter. Ford makes an outstanding diving catch, corralling it in with one hand. Crowd goes wild. Tua runs to celebrate as Ford comes up absolutely fired up. Got that highlight too. Salvin Ahmed sees the middle clog up, bounces it outside, and wins the corner. Rather than going to the sideline, he sticks his foot in the ground and runs through contact for a few extra yards, gain of about 8. Needham comes off the edge for a sack on Brissett. Zach Seiler comes clean for a would-be sack on Brissett right after that. Lionel Coleman with a good rep on Shaq Griffin. And there you go. Hunter Long is now leaving practice on a cart. Defense is heading for the end line. It's goal line time. Gaskin finds the end zone, running off tackle. Situation was 3rd and goal from the 2. Play action to Smythe in the corner of the end zone, all alone for the touchdown from Tua. Extended the fake and really sold it. The details matter. We got that highlight. Jared Doak surges into the end zone behind blocks from Chris Myrick, Adam Pankey, and Queres Neto Duval. Jerome Johnson, the defensive tackle from Indiana, we signed as UDFA, stacks it up, and Xavien cleans up Doak's run short of the goal line. Offense scored 3. Defense held him out on 1. Miscommunication as Tua throws to a spot, and Shaheen keeps running. Justin Coleman never had an easy interception in his life. Nice rip from Brissett to step up and deliver a corner out to Ethan Carter for 20 yards. Gravon LeBlanc gets a hand in for a pass breakup. And it was actually Eric Rowe, my bad, who had that interception with Shaheen in the miscommunication. Tua tries one long for Jakeem Grant. Javarius Davis in great position on Grant. Siobhan Holland ranges and gets his interception. And then we are back on Tuesday and Wednesday for the inter squad practices with the Chicago Bears. So I'll be off. They're off. No, they're back Wednesday and Thursday. They're off Monday and Tuesday. Tuesday they travel. So let me just look at a couple of the notes that I have here. Tagovailoa had some great moments today. You know, he is absolutely owning the red zone goal line portions, as well as the 6 versus 8 and the 7-on-7s. It was the 2-minute portion of the practice where they started at their own 25-yard line today, where he struggled when they only had a minute 30 on the clock to get down and score a touchdown or get a field goal. That's where his interception came from. So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, he was looking for Shaheen on the option route, and Shaheen went left when he was supposed to go right. It was a miscommunication. Eric Rowe made the pick. So he had Jakeem Grant on that second interception, streaking down the right sideline on a 9 route. Tua let it rip. Javon Holland was coming off his hash and 2 deep all the way. Give me interception. So those were probably his 2 worst plays that they've seen in the last week or so. Apparently, Javon Holland's locked in as the starter right now. He had a pass breakup on the goal line on the Matt Collins slant, and of course that interception. So apparently he's showing understanding of the concepts, and it's beginning to translate to the field. And his, once he gets that down pat, his athleticism and the physical aspect of his game is going to really probably take over. Bernardrick McKinney has been rolling downhill, filling on over and under fronts. And McKinney and Raekwon Davis are really tough to run on inside on. Apparently that's been showing up in practice. They've dominated both weeks in 11-11 portions. McKinney is doing a good job of reading and reacting. So McKinney, he's also, we all know he's a great tackler. So it looks like the run defense is going to be vastly improved. And if that happens and that secondary keeps up with what it did last year, oh my God. The second team tackles allowed a lot of pressure on Jacoby Brissett today. The team did close practice by running a whole bunch of gasser sprints. Even Jalen Phillips took part of it. Solomon McKinley, he was okay at left guard with the second team, and he got a couple reps with the first team at left guard as well. Myles Gaskin has continued to have a strong camp. He's been a pass catching weapon in the red zone and has been a great safety valve for Tua Tagovailoa. He's been finishing his runs really strong and not shying away from contact. So he's apparently, shown that he's the leader of this running back group. So he's trying to show some of those alpha traits. So, adding all that extra weight to his body this camp, I mean, that's fantastic stuff, because that's going to allow his body to endure everything that that is going to be thrown his way during a full season, right? So good stuff from him. All right, let's get into some of the videos today, okay? And then I'll get into one more thing, and then I'll open up to you guys for a little bit. All right. So, let me see here. Here is Matt Collins today working on his release off of the line of scrimmage. Little shimmy shake, showing that twitch at the line of scrimmage that he has. Such a good athlete, that guy, man. I'll tell you. Here's Austin Jackson and Liam Eichenberg working the pads together as a combo. Good stuff, man. See, Jackson takes the initial contact, and then they simulate a linebacker coming up from the second level, trying to fill a gap. And that's why you got the second pad coming in late. Good stuff there. Here is Shaquem Griffin working on some tackling drills. He's going to start off on his stomach, jump up, and attack the ball carrier. Shaquem making this team. Bet your bottom dollar on that one. Forcing him out of bounds. Good stuff. Good stuff by Shaquem Griffin. That guy's been so impressive since we added him. What a sneaky good signing, man. Like, I'm sorry. Like, what a sneaky good signing. All right. Here is Cre'Von LeBlanc getting a pass breakup on Jacoby Brissett. The throw was intended for Malcolm Perry. One more time. Gets the hand in there, breaks it up. Good stuff. Good stuff by Cre'Von LeBlanc. All right, here we go. I'm just trying to pick. Here is Jamal Perry getting a breakup on a throw from Jacoby Brissett. Gets the hand up there. Good play. Good play. All right. Continuing on. Here is Xavien Howard. Oh, here is Myles Gaskin and Salvin Ahmed working the pads. One more time. Boom. All right. Continuing on here. Here is here is Xavien Howard with a pass breakup. Absolutely fantastic stuff. He says, no. Look how tight that coverage was. That boy's back, baby. Not today, Junior, is what he just said. Love to see him back at camp making plays. All right. Here is the interception Javon Holland got today. So he's in cover 2. He just read the eyes. Ball hung up there, came over and made the play. Easy pick. Easy pick. All right. And I'm going to go. Wait till you see the last video I got for y'all. Here is to Jakeem Grant for a touchdown. I believe it's for a touchdown. Touchdown? We'll see. Yep. For the touchdown, baby. One more time. Tua. Look at the zip on that football. Boom! Right in there. Good coverage by Eric Rowe, but it's still in there. I mean, look at Eric Rowe's right there. It's still in there. Good throw by Tua Tagovailoa. Good throw by Tua. QB1, baby. Not even a doubt. All right. Continuing on here for you guys. Here is Tua to Durham Smythe for a touchdown. On the run. Moving away from the throw. Right in the corner of the end zone. Good throw by Tua Tagovailoa. Look at moving. Ooh, on a dime. Let's go, baby. Absolute dime, bro. Absolute dime by Tua Tagovailoa. All right. Irving, I'll get to you in a sec. I just want to finish going through the videos. All right, bro. All right, where am I at? Okay, here is the throw to Kirk Merritt in the corner of the end zone. Man, I love these throws. Money on the bank. Look at that throw, bro. Kirk gets both feet down. Look at that. Ooh! Perfect ball placement by Tua Tagovailoa, man. Kirk Merritt continues to have a big camp. That's my boy right there. If y'all remember the hype that I had for that guy last year, it's ridiculous. All right. Here is Tua Tagovailoa to Isaiah Ford. This is the one-handed catch in the end zone. Woo! Ooh. One more time. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Love it. One more time. All day, baby. Isaiah Ford is having himself a camp. It's ridiculous. All right. And then this is how practice ended. They had to end up doing gas sprints to end the day. Running. Let me get back to that Irving comment there. Run them, baby. Run, boys. So I'll answer this while you guys are watching this. So Irving asks, can you explain what a Tampa 2 is for an audience? Okay. Tampa 2 is very similar to a cover 2 defense. The only difference is the middle linebacker. He drops into deep coverage over the middle into a cover 3 when he reads that it's a pass. And normally you only see Tampa 2 coming out of a 4-3. You don't see it out of a 3-4. And the reason why it's called a Tampa 2 is because I want to say, was it? Yeah, it was Dungy, right? During the Dungy era, they used it a ton when they won that Super Bowl in the Dungy era. So that's where the whole term Tampa 2 comes from. But basically, it's just in simplest forms for people. I mean, it's literally a cover 2, and when the middle linebacker reads a play, he drops back deep into coverage and turns it into a cover 3. So that's the easiest way to explain what a Tampa 2 defense is. So yeah, there they are. They're running their gassers. They're getting it done. You already know what time it is. Shout out to the donation, man. Irving, I appreciate it, man. All right. Now that the videos are done, let's get into the last topic before I open it up to you guys for a little bit. Here you go. Yeah, I think Irving says the first time I heard it happened when Dungy. I want to say, was it Lane Kiffin? Was the defensive coordinator or something like that? I don't remember who was the defensive coordinator was. I think it was Kiffin. I might be wrong. All right, so let's there's this final little piece of tidbit that I do want to talk about before we get into it. Oh, was it Monty? It was Kiffin, right? I knew it was a Kiffin. Was it a Kiffin? Now y'all gonna make me look it up. Yeah, it was Monty Kiffin. I knew it was a Kiffin. All right. Here we go. Michael Lombardi. In talking to teams around the league, sounds like Miami is searching for some offensive tackle depth and is willing to make a trade. I'm sure they aren't the only teams looking for quality tackles. So, right now, Jesse Davis is nursing an injury, right? So he's been wearing a compression sleeve on his right leg, I believe. So he's been nursing an injury. So clearly they want to upgrade. I'm going to drop the link for you guys. Clearly they want to upgrade. And my whole thing is this is going to cost a lot if you're looking for a quality tackle. Now, if you're looking for a depth option, like I mentioned earlier, Mitchell Schwartz has been pulling sleds. He's trying to get back from the back surgery he had in February. If Mitchell Schwartz is back 100% healthy, that's a top 10 right tackle. Before his injury, he was a top 3 right tackle in the NFL. So another guy that I would look at is the former right tackle, Ricky Wagner. He was a right tackle in Green Bay. The problem is these guys are like in their early 30s. You know what I mean? Like, from what I see right now, the Kansas City Chiefs are, shout out to Ted Sinville for the 99-cent donation. This is where I'd go. I'd call it the Kansas City Chiefs. And they drafted a guy that I was really high on last year. If you have been following the channel, Lucas Niang at a TCU, played right tackle. He could have been a top 5 tackle in the class if he wasn't battling injuries. Absolutely love the kid. They have him as their backup left tackle right now behind Orlando Brown because Mike Remmers is their starting right tackle. I would target someone like that. He's far better than what Isaiah Wilson was, and he's not the head case Isaiah Wilson was. So, I mean, if you're going to look and dip into free agency, I would be looking at Mitchell Schwartz when he gets healthy or Ricky Wagner. If you are looking to make a trade, I'm trying to make a trade for a guy like Lucas Niang or someone like that. And pending free agents, Aaron Armstead, but Saints aren't going to trade him right now. Orlando Brown is a pending free agent. He didn't sign a new contract, but the Chiefs aren't going to trade him. Let's be real. Trent Brown, but the Patriots aren't trading him. Let's be real. So if you're looking for a tackle, you're either going to have to pay for depth, like you're going to have to pay out the yin-yang, or you're going to have to take a flyer on someone. Hey, maybe they end up trying to bring back DJ Fluker. I don't know. But we're right now in the tackle market. The only thing that worries me is tackles get expensive. And if you're getting a legit big-time tackle, you probably have to move DVP's money. All right. Let's start bringing people up. Rhino, what's going on, buddy?
Great day, man. Great news on X.
Yeah, it's fantastic stuff, bro. Florida Born, how you doing, bro?
What is up, my Canadian brother from another mother?
What's up, brother? How you doing?
Beetlejuice.
This guy kills me, bro. That kills me every time. Do I do Pyro dirty or do I not do Pyro dirty?
Always dirty.
All right, we'll do Pyro dirty, like his mind. Logan, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Nice jersey, bro.
Very nice.
Yeah, man.
Show it off for Pete.
Yeah, right here, man.
There you
That's where
go.
it's at, Pete.
I bought this when we drafted him because I already knew.
Attaboy.
You know, I
You
never
already knew
buy
he's
rookie
number
jerseys,
one, eh?
but yeah, bro.
Attaboy.
No, it wasn't. Sorry, it wasn't game day, but whenever they released it,
Oh, okay.
draft day,
True.
whatever. Yeah.
Keep it rolling here. Dylan, what's going on, buddy?
Chilling, brother. How's it going, man?
Not too bad.
If I could, just a couple quick things on that X thing. One, super happy to see that the Dolphins got it done in a smart and efficient way that makes both sides happy. Two, I'm super happy to say I was wrong that it was going to end in a Xavien Howard trade. Super happy about that. And finally, I don't normally do this, but if you do want to hear the rest of my thoughts on it, check out the video I posted on my channel, Dolphins with Dylan. Dylan's spelled Dillon.
Nice.
And thanks for having me again.
No problem. Shameless plug. Love it, bro. Russell, what's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's up, Russ?
Oh, I'm excited, man. I'm ready to get going on this. They need to. I'm hoping Mitchell Schwartz can get healthy fast enough that we can maybe look into bringing him in. I think that's going to be their best option right now without having to give up major draft capital for anyone.
I agree.
Stopgap.
EM brought up a good point.
Hold on a sec. Let me just get through everyone, and then I'll let you make your point, Florida born. Irving, what's going on, buddy?
I see you, Irving.
Hey, what's going on, man? Happy today, man. It's like Christmas in August.
Yes, sir.
Got X back. Now we can, move on and just focus on the season, man. So I'm
Except
excited,
there was
man.
Cole under the tree with Hunter Long, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's
best.
Yeah.
That's bad.
We'll get to it.
For sure.
Mauricio, what's going on, buddy?
Mauricio.
Glad to have you again.
What's going on, fellas, man? It was a great day today, man. It was a nice day out, not too hot. The guys were hitting pretty nicely, moving around pretty fast. Tua looked great. Those interceptions, they weren't too bad, man, but it was all good and all.
Yeah, you were there today, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So we'll pick your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Red comment, before you say anything, yes, we know the Jags are shopping CJ Henderson.
Predictable.
What's up, buddy? How you doing?
Oh, nothing much.
Why do you have a Steelers hat? This guy killed me, bro. I don't know what's going on. He's just trying to egg Pyro on about not.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was bored one day and decided to Photoshop some NFL hats on the same picture.
There you go.
Pre-spamming Pyro.
And then last and certainly least,
You guys are some
Pyro. What's going on?
assholes.
Wow.
I can't even tell what your picture is.
It's a Karen.
First
Is
and
it
foremost,
just the
Yeah.
Karen?
Karen
Okay.
picture.
I lost the match in Battlefront. So, fuck today.
Good.
Good.
All right, Florida born. Go ahead. What were you going to say about what EM said today?
I think it was EM. I'm pretty sure it was, but he was talking about, and I know you've already said it was pretty much concrete, but if Kinley steps up, put Kinley and Liam at guard and put Hunt to tackle. Back to tackle until we can figure it out.
I don't think they want to move him, bro. I had this conversation with EM today. I don't know why he's bringing that up. Robert Hunt has been our best offensive lineman at right guard. They're not moving him, bro. I mean, you've heard the reports. They believe he's going to be an all-pro Pro Bowler, which I told you all a year ago, at that position right now. They're not going to move him right now. I'm telling you right now.
Also helps Dieter.
Dude, they're giving Larnell exactly. That's what I said to EM today.
Okay.
Like you're dead on. That's what I said. The other thing too is they're giving. Let me tell you how locked in they are at him at guard.
Wow.
Larnell Coleman and Adam Pankey are getting reps at right tackle before they're kicking him out right now.
That doesn't scare you though. A guy like Coleman, like if Davis goes
Robert
down,
Hunt wasn't that good at right tackle. Like I broke down all the all 22.
you did.
Like
Garbage.
he was not that good at right tackle. Like
He was a
PFF trying to
liability, man.
tell y'all a
the-
fallacy. Like he was continuously into his lap off of snaps, couldn't pick up a stunt worth a damn on the right side, bro. Like,
He'll be
no,
better.
man.
But
he just isn't quick enough to play tackle right now.
Yeah,
man.
he doesn't have the feet. He's slow into
Yeah,
his
the
kick
feet.
slides.
Oh,
He can get
doesn't
better.
He doesn't have good bend and yeah, but
Maybe.
But
Yeah,
not
but
compared to guard. There's no way.
I'm telling you,
agree
he's
with
locked
you
in at
guys.
guard.
I
That's why I say
agree. I just thought
I'm more comfortable with Jesse Davis.
Yeah, well,
at tackle.
But I'm scared
than
he's
at
going to
guard.
get hurt with this lingering injury. And then we're going to be
But
sitting
didn't
here
they
with
say it was
Larnell
nothing
Coleman.
serious? I heard it was really nothing serious. So
It's just a right leg injury, and they've had him on a snap management.
yeah, so I just think that they're not trying to make it even worse than what it already is. It's probably just
They know what
some
Davis
slight
can do at
swelling.
right tackle, right? That's that's
Yes.
my argument. Is they know what they'll get from him, which is
Yeah.
what I think a lot of us were surprised last year that he wasn't playing right tackle. But we found out why. They wanted to see if Hunt and Kinley and all of them had what it took, and well, we know the answer to that one.
Yep.
Wait, is Jesse Davis good at right tackle or something?
He's okay.
Yeah,
he's
he's
serviceable.
alright.
He's serviceable. He's
serviceable.
serviceable.
It
Yeah.
just sucks we're in this damn position when it could have been solved with Tevin Jenkins, which I know he's hurt now
Or
or
number-
going
And
through
Sewell,
back injuries or
And the
whatever.
list goes on and
Can
on.
we
But
talk about- can we
Jesus
talk about-
Christ.
Can we talk about Jackson improving? I heard reports that he's shown some improvements.
Yeah, because look at what they have.
I hope so.
I
They
know,
have a
but-
legitimate guard next to him now. Eric
Yeah,
Flowers
yeah.
is a disaster with last year, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, we'll see, man. Like, I keep saying
which is
I just
surprising because Liam Alkenberg was.
I will say one thing though, man.
need
Um,
my eyes on it
Uh,
and live bullets.
first
Go
of
ahead,
all,
Mauricio.
first of all, Raekwon Davis, that boy's a monster. He's huge. And I'm not gonna lie to you about one of the plays they had when they were down by the goal line. I think it was down by 11-11. They actually had Raekwon right in front of Dieter, and they actually had a stalemate. I was really surprised. I thought he was gonna blow right by Dieter, but Dieter
Wait.
held on.
Really?
Good.
Yeah, dude, I was
Oh.
surprised. We were talking about that.
Held his water.
I was never
Like-
worried about Dieter's ability to move guys. I mean, you saw when they brought him into guard last year, he was moving guys. My issue with him was picking up disguises,
Recognition.
IDing, like
Linebackers.
the whole intangible point of that position.
The mental.
That's
There were
where
some
I'm-
plays.
that's where
There
I'm
were
at.
some plays where they had him pulling out of the center position and going downfield. Not downfield, but just pulling from the center position. And he pulls pretty decently. I'm not gonna lie to you, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pete Hunt wasn't a problem with. He's not a problem on right. He's a stud in run sets. The problem was pass blocking at right tackle. That was your main issue with them.
You can't fix the hips. You can't fix the
Yeah.
feet. They don't have
Yeah,
transplants
fix
for that because it all goes to the brain.
Yeah.
He just can't.
Process. Can't
yeah.
process quick enough.
Yep. And now you don't have to have him in open space on an island one-on-one. Now he can work from a phone booth. You know what I mean? Now it's better for him.
He will take your lunch at right guard. Period.
Yeah, bro.
if
He will be in. Like I said when we drafted him on TD Fins Talk, when TD asked me for my evaluation, he will be an all-pro at guard.
when
He's a
if
monster.
Let's see it.
if Dieter can handle Raekwon, I think our center position can handle anyone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not really worried about. Like I said, I'm not worried about him moving people.
It's the mental part.
It's the mental aspect of the position that I have my questions because I haven't seen him perform yet at it. That's
Center-
where I'm at.
yeah.
Center is the
I
quarterback's
reserve.
right hand man.
Yeah.
When they're in center, especially before pre-snap, that's the right hand man of the quarterback.
So I'm assuming the center is going to be making the calls for Mike, or is this back on
Yeah,
the
that's
quarterback?
how usually
Okay.
the center makes those calls and then
That's
it goes back
huge.
to the quarterback.
It's huge.
Yeah, very huge.
It's a massive responsibility.
Mhm.
I reserve my evaluations until I see him in live bullets.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bang, bang,
Chicago-
bang, bang,
Chicago.
Dylan, bang, bang.
There we go. Live bullets. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Yeah, I gotta apologize to everyone for taking time to download those videos earlier. I know
It's all right.
It's all good, man. It happens, bro.
I wasted like 10 minutes, 15 minutes of the show.
Yeah, but we were talking with Pete. So it was all okay.
Was it though?
Yeah.
I apologize even further then.
It was
Damn,
doubly
Pete's in the
worse.
chat.
Yeah,
And Pete's dad. And Pete's dad, sorry.
Pete's dad was kind of funny.
Bro, people with these troll accounts, bro. I remember when we were on TD Finstock, Reason and EM troll accounts popped up.
Yeah, remember the EM biggest fan? What was he?
Yeah.
It was so creepy.
And he had like a screenshot of Ian.
Oh, it was so creepy, man.
I was like, what is this?
Bro, a couple days ago, I dropped my daughter off and I came back and there was a bag on like the front porch, right? And it was from a store out here called Sporting Life, right? So I grabbed it and there's a bunch of Pittsburgh Penguins gear for kids. So I reached out to everyone I knew. No one dropped it off, right? And my wife's like, "Oh, no, none of my friends would drop it off. You know, they don't care about the teams you like enough." I'm like, "Okay, right." So
She was honest.
So you know, my wife started thinking that like maybe it was like a stalker, like YouTube person, and and then like a couple days later, her friend hit her up and was like, "Yo, I dropped off a bunch of Pittsburgh Penguins gear for the kids and da 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 da."
Stalking you?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you, that stuff is real, man.
That's cool though.
When you have some secret fans like
Bro, the only reason I don't give out my name and tell people like where I went to school and stuff like that is because I'm good. I don't want people invading my privacy, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll do it, bro. Believe me.
People would do it, man.
Yeah, bro. Like, so I try not to. You know what I mean? I try to. That's why I go by my moniker. Which, by the way, I will be contributing to All Dolphins Digest, which is actually print media, starting sometime next month or the month after. So
nice.
And I got a new pod dropping starting this month that I'll be announcing. Me and Neil Driscoll will have a new podcast coming.
Oh, wow. That sounds good.
I got a question for Red. How many hats do you have?
All 32, baby. All 32.
Jesus, I just saw you switch again.
Oh my God.
The Texans are wow.
And I have a tear on the side.
My God, man. Crazy, man.
Is that what Deshaun Watson would want right now? Wants to be a Dolphin, but he's stuck with the Texans.
Yeah, Dolphins vertically should be horizontal.
That's crazy, man. That whole Watson situation was just a big mess.
We're not going down that aisle.
Yeah.
I'm looking.
Get you all excited, Pyro.
No,
I'm looking back at it and just like it's crazy.
Stop.
It's crazy. It's crazy how. Let me.
How many of you are Patreons up here? By the way, I forgot to mention.
I am.
Rhino is.
I am.
It's not get off. I'm kidding.
I just recently
how
joined.
right was my information last night?
Oh,
like
spot
not even
on.
12
Yeah, you were
hours
there, bro.
later, bro.
Yeah.
You were there.
If there was any doubt. There was any doubt.
I mean,
really.
those
I love every minute of it.
I love the details, right? Like I love the I mean, well, you know, that plus what came out today and like the details of the contract restructure. I just think it's brilliant.
No.
And look, so
It's our favorite guy.
and
Let
look,
him get his thought out.
Here comes the Tua fan club.
Number one supporter since the beginning is Reason. Shout out to Reason. Shout out to everybody on the panel.
Oh my God.
Fins up, everybody out
What's
there.
up, bro?
It's too late for this.
But listen, I got a question, guys. Because I was putting it there on the chat. I didn't hear you guys were entertained in your own tone. What do you guys think this coaching on the offensive line or Flores is favoriting right now? Is he looking for more pass protectors on that offensive line, like rotating guys who could pass protect better in certain situations? Or is he trying to find a way to get the best run block? Like, let's say, for example, Jesse Davis at tackle is a 8 at pass block.
Lord, it's a good question.
But then
I would say
Let him finish his.
I would say it's more of a run first.
Let him finish his thought. Go ahead, Pete.
Sorry, Pete.
But maybe he's a 4 out there at run blocking. But moving Jesse Davis inside makes him like a 7.5 and a 7.5 at both. Is it better to have him there at guard?
I think I don't think he has the functional strength in his base to be guard. That's why I think he was bad last year at right guard. I forget what report I read, but I read it on here, and the indications are that the pass is setting up the run so far from what they're seeing. Now, I don't know how much I believe that, because if you're going to go into an RPO a screen heavy, a play action offense, you're going to need the run to set up the pass. I think what they're doing is okay. I think they want the inside to be a bunch of maulers, and I think they want guys, their tackles, to be athletic, good feet that can be good run blockers and just as good or better pass blockers. Like, I think that's the reason why Robert Hunt was moved inside, was because it's pass. Like, I've told this stat before, like last year as an offensive line, we had a pass block win rate of 51%. So what that means is only 51% of the time we held our pass blocks for more than 2.5 seconds. Where you go look at a guy like Josh Allen, he's averaging about 3.1 seconds to throw. You know what I mean? So I think they're looking for the tackles to be a little athletic, good feet, can get to the second level, can hold their pass blocks, but it can also be sufficient in the run sets. And I think the inside is where your maulers are. And, it goes back to Jackson. Like, look at Jackson. Jackson was terrible in run sets last year, and then they kicked Kinley to that side, and Jackson took a leap in run blocking because the guards are helping. I think that's going to be the same thing with the tackle. They think they're like, with Jesse now out to the outside and not having to rely on the functional base strength on the inside, that's Hunt's job. So Hunt will improve Jesse Davis in run blocking, and he's a better pass blocker than Robert Hunt is right now at this level in their career. That's my take. I don't know if anyone else has a take on it.
Sounds right to me.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, obviously the overall goal is to find the best 5 that's going to give you the most elevated play across the board, right? So, that's the only thing I'd add. I mean, but yeah.
Well, it's nice to know we have a passing attack. If you decide to use the pass to set up the run, we can do that. But I don't think it'll be the backbone, like you're saying. We have to be a run first team for it to work. We have to.
Yeah, and that's what Flores likes. He wants to be a run first oriented team as well. So
like 2-3 games, okay, fine, but that's not a season.
I do believe, guys, that he is going to try to open up the run with the pass first. And a lot of that has to do with all the speed that we picked up at receiver. That you can't take that away. The speed I don't even know if they're taking Devontae Parker and Preston Williams seriously right now. They're probably more involved with Will Fuller, Waddle, Wilson. That's what they want. But listen, I gotta go. Thank you for having me up, guys.
All right, bro. Good question. And actually, I think Pete's on to something there, because even Flores talked about it. Flores, after he came out of the draft, he talked about all the speed they added, and we've talked about it up here before. Like Flores talked about it. You're going to automatically take bodies out of the box, right? They're not going to be able to stack the run. So, thanks for coming up, Pete.
I'd hate to have to defend Waddle. That's got to be tough, man.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
As a defensive coordinator, I mean, what do you do with Waddle?
I thought you meant like defend him. Like
no. I mean, what the world, man? The guy, he can go anywhere on the line up anywhere, and do whatever he wants to do.
Dude, I'll be honest. Ridiculous. Every single play that I saw today, I want to say 9 or 8 out of 10 plays, everything was motion. Somebody was always moving.
That makes Reason happy.
Thank God.
But yeah,
Rhino was on the other end of my rant months ago backstage.
Yes, it was.
And it ended with a video session where I was like, yo, we need more pre-snap motion and motion at the snap. And then we watched a really good video on the Rams and the Ravens that showed the effectiveness of snap at the motion. And, I mean, look what Devontae Parker said. Shout out to Todd. He was just up here, but he dipped. Look at what Devontae Parker said. There he is. He's back in. Look at what Devontae Parker said a couple weeks ago, right? In his presser, he said it's more motion than we've ever had the whole time I've been here.
Right. Yeah, that fits the players that you have.
Who do you think?
Go ahead.
Who do you think? Which one of the receivers would you think that would motion the most? Would you think it would be like Fuller, Z, or you think it's
your Slaughter Z?
Slot. But the thing is, today when they were doing the motions, it wasn't just one receiver doing a motion. It was like one motion going one way, and then another receiver breaks off another motion, and then they would set.
I told y'all this is exactly why they wanted Matt Canada.
Yep.
This
Yep.
is
Yeah, that's
exactly,
his thing.
bro,
That's
this is
his
exactly
thing.
why. Bro, did you see they showed a play from practice a couple days ago from Matt
Yeah.
Canada? Bro, he had like in the Hall of Fame game. He had like 4 guys motioning on one play.
Yeah, I saw Chase Claypool motioning a lot at the snap
Yeah.
in the Hall of Fame game.
Yeah.
Man, so that Steelers offense might be good then.
There was a couple of times where they were.
What I'm saying is when they motion guys, you would you see a scenario where you see like Waddle on the boundary and then Fuller in the slot?
If you can think it,
trade off,
like Fuller going into the slot from the motion, or
Yeah, and then having Waddle on the boundary, like
it could happen. Why not?
Yeah, right.
Well, I could see. I could see.
But the thing is, if Waddle's in the slot and then Fuller motions inside him, you're just making a tight double set, so they're both basically kind of not really on the boundary. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, I got you.
So.
Yeah.
I mean, I think depending on who they keep on the roster, you could potentially see a lot of different players involved in motion sets, right? Like, I mean, it could be Waddle. You could see, like, if Grant's there, he could be involved in it. Wilson could be.
Everybody was moving out
Bowden.
today.
Lynn Bowden could be if he's on the roster, right? So there's a bunch of guys that could be involved in.
Yeah, but who can't? Fuller can. DVP
The X,
can.
whoever your X is, because
that boy Kirk Merritt.
Waddle can.
Your X is
Sticky can.
When your X is lined up, he's tethered to the line of scrimmage, so he can't motion based off the rules.
Right, but I mean, you can basically do what you want to do. They're not limited by talent anymore.
Yo, Todd, you have a ton of background noise. I'm just letting you know. That's why
I mean, they'll put X on the they'll put Fuller on the weak side if it's like a speed package, like one of those Gran Turismo packages or something.
Yeah, I call it NASCAR.
NASCAR.
Yeah. Put Waddle in the slot, and then maybe Wilson on the boundary.
Can't wait
on the strong side.
Dude, I'll tell you one thing though. When the defense, when X finally came out on 11-11, because for a while during the practice he was to the side for a minute, and then when they broke to 3-on-3s, he got on 3-on-3s, and I think Tua completed a pass, I think, for a touchdown against them. But then when he broke off again, and then when they did 11-11. Like he literally, when he went back on the field, it was just like such a different vibe, like on defense. You could feel
energy,
the energy was there, bro. It was great.
Yes, I love to hear that.
It's. I mean, the energy, of course, but and that's great. But X is a different player than any of those other guys. The impact is immediately seen because he's just that kind of guy, man. He's
the leader too.
The highlight you shoot.
Go ahead, Mauricio. Sorry.
The highlight that you showed with X when he broke up the pass, when I think it was Hollins.
That was nice.
Yeah, it was Hollins when he threw it. That was like literally right when he just got into when he just walked into 11-11. So it was his first play. The whole place erupted, dude. I mean, it went crazy.
I want to ask you. How bad did the Hunter Long thing look?
It was bad, and I'm gonna tell you, it looked like almost like a late hit from Holly. It was Holly, I believe it was that hit him, right?
Nate Holly,
yeah. It looked pretty rough, man. It was pretty rough. It was.
Do you think it's a bone? Do you think it's a bone or a ligament? Because he was crying when they were like.
I would say I think it's a bone, bro. To be honest, I think it's a bone, bro. I don't think it's.
I was gonna say that on your on the opening screen that you had on the right side, was that an image of Hunter?
Yeah, that's Hunter Long being carted off. Yeah,
because he looked like he was in pain.
2 months.
All depends. We got to find out what the bone is, right?
Yeah, I gotta see how bad
MRI
fracture is too.
But let me ask you this: was the reaction, Mauricio, like from Hunter Long and everyone, like that? This is going to be a long-term one.
And you can feel like, dude, it was like you could hear like a sound of a penny drop, bro. It was pretty bad. A lot of people were worried, man. It didn't look good. Like it wasn't looking good, man. It sucks because I know the kid was, making strides in camp and stuff, but
yeah, he was.
That's why I said that's why I said, man, like my biggest concern this point through camp has been like the injury / COVID stuff. It seems like every day we have a practice, somebody gets hurt with something, even if it is minor. But it's
I wouldn't mind. It wouldn't surprise me if they end up cutting Buddy though, man, because it was kind of a late hit.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
Holly.
Yeah.
Joel donates $2.99 and said, "I'll let you go, Irving." Which wide receivers won't make the team to stack, bro? Go ahead, Irving, and then I'll answer this.
Oh no, I was just asking what position does Nate Holley play?
Safety.
Yeah.
Safety.
Yeah, safety.
I think it's second string.
Yeah, I never
isn't
heard
it?
of him.
Or third string, maybe.
No string now.
Which receivers won't make the team? Ooh, that's a loaded
I don't want to
question.
hear it.
Yeah, it's so hard to say right now. So
Hopefully
hard to
Grant is
say.
among them.
Preston Williams.
Everybody's saying
Preston's
Bowden.
he's tethering.
Preston's in trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Bowden.
Lynn Bowden's in
Bowden.
trouble.
Merritt even.
Malcolm
maybe?
Perry.
Nah,
maybe?
Merritt caught a touchdown
Merritt's
today, man.
balling.
Merritt's been looking good, bro.
Ty Loxley's in trouble. Obviously.
Malcolm Perry.
Malcolm
Yeah, Malcolm
Perry,
Perry.
that's a good one.
Did
Yeah.
you say
No,
Hurts?
Mauricio, how did Merritt look today?
Merritt looked good, dude. He had a couple passes. I think he caught I know he caught the touchdown because I remember the touchdown because everybody got pretty excited for that one.
That's awesome.
But the
Wasn't that
thing
with the
is,
first
What a
team?
throw. What a throw.
the
that
thing
was.
is, he was the problem. When I couldn't really see Merritt too much because they had Tua and the first string of offense and defense on our side by the bleachers, and they had Brissett and the backups on the other field. So we were basically watching the starters the whole time.
All I
They're
heard
like right in
was
front of
Grant's
us.
going to make the team. All I heard is Grant's going to make the team from all this. That's all I'm hearing. It kills me.
Even her,
And
even
Matt
her,
Collins, huh?
even
I mean-
hers has had some good days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
Irvin, Matt Collins looking.
Oh,
good,
Collins,
man.
and there was one play
I hope
where
that's-
where if it would have been live, Tua would have got killed by Baker, man. There was one play where he was struggling around too much where they called it
Oh,
dead
yeah,
because
I
it
heard
would have
that.
against a sack. Dude, Baker would have ate him up. It was
Was the protection bad?
no, he scrolled out. He did kind of like a bootleg out of the pocket, and Baker was just right there ready for it, man. He didn't have nowhere to go.
Well,
That's where you
Gotta
slide.
get rid of the bad
Bro, can I ask you, Mauricio?
or throw it
How-
away. Yeah.
How good did Ford look today? Like, is this guy actually making a run for the team right now?
He is, but he did also. He's the one that got stripped by X, wasn't it? It wasn't Holland, wasn't it?
It was him.
It was him.
Yeah.
So he looked good, but I don't know, man. I
fault
guess
that.
maybe when
I
he had
don't-
when X was on him, I guess he spooked him or something, man. I don't know, but he looked
Yeah,
okay.
bro.
But I don't see him like if he makes it, he'll be the 7th. If we keep 7, he'll be
Yeah.
number 7 if we make it.
I don't hold that against him, man. It's going up against X.
I'd
So,
rather keep Kirk Merritt over him, though.
Listen,
I would
Yeah,
after
for
that,
sure.
too.
For sure.
I'm
Definitely.
just saying that Buffalo game just really just made me just leave like a bad taste in my mouth with Ford, bro. I was a huge Ford fan, but that Buffalo game, how he performed, I'm
I mean,
sorry.
it was a bad day for everybody. To be fair.
It-
But yeah,
but
I feel
it
you.
just
I feel
it's
you.
just like, dude, the ball was placed perfectly on your hands, and you just drop it.
on
So-
a couple.
and then I'm
games,
seeing you
yeah.
making these spectacular catches in practice, and it's like,
Well,
bro,
that's an example of why I don't get too emotionally over invested one way or the other in practice at this point, because you never know, man. Like, and Grant's another example, right? Like, as much as I like the kid and you know whatever, like he has good training camps, but then you know doesn't really do much other than returning in the regular season. So we'll see.
I will say one thing. With X on the field, it makes our defense so much better. It will make Holland won't have to focus too much on X's side. He'll have to focus on Byron's side, and I just think it's going to be a better situation all in all because everybody's going to be able to play their key part and hopefully be top 5 again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Reason said
Reason.
well, if he's on, if go ahead, Red.
Would you trade Noah for CJ Henderson?
Yeah. That's not my question, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, why not?
No.
Say that again. What was your question?
Would you trade Noah for CJ Henderson?
Yes.
I was just wondering.
Rhino doesn't want to hear
Yeah.
nothing about Noah.
Yeah.
Oh
dude.
yeah.
I just don't want to hear
ball
that.
game went off today. I know.
I just don't want to hear it's over for him because I mean, if we're gonna give
Yeah.
people 3 years, I mean, it doesn't look good right now. But
Yeah, I mean
No,
that's
but it's
fair.
odd because like Coach Flo is defending Noah like so hard, but then he wants to shit on Tua after last year.
It's
Yeah,
very.
It doesn't
It's,
it's
It's
so
his
weird
pick,
how
that's
he
why.
defends him.
I just think it's
It's like
more
coddling
of
them.
I just think it's more of how the NFL values the quarterback position, and it's just it can make you famous and rich and stuff. But if you like people say, if the team loses, they blame on the quarterback. If the team wins,
Yeah, but I think it's got a little bit more to do with like personal feelings as opposed to that. And
I agree.
which is what Logan is saying.
But as fans that night when he was drafted, we were all shocked. Okay, period. Everyone was shocked. So I understand where it's coming from. You can say they overdrafted, and it's fair, right?
I was speaking more of a fan's perspective, not the coach.
So when that's where you're starting off with the fan base and everyone, the guys are shocked that you take him at 30 when there was a running back and so many other people ahead of him that you could have taken. It's starting off at a bad place. So I hope Flo understands that. That's all I have to say about that.
Well, I don't hate the person, but he's a bad player and he was a bad pick.
Well, I don't know if he's bad. I don't know.
How do you not know?
Because it's only been
he's doing. He's terrible.
I think
he's terrible. He can't even make the second team right now.
Cut him.
I'm with Ryan.
I think you should.
You just throw away 30.
Yeah, why not?
Okay,
why not?
I'm with Rhino. I just think he needs time.
Let's be fair here.
They move off for Kyle Van Noy when he doesn't perform after 1 year.
Apples to oranges.
No, it's not.
Of course it is.
They want to move off of Tua after 9 games.
Who said that?
Until Watson has allegations, we would have Watson right now.
Did they?
Because Watson had those allegations.
Yeah,
that's the only reason. They still wanted to give up on him.
I think the whole
including
that's.
Hold on. So let's be fair. Let's be fair about this, fellas. Okay, so it is both true that up to this point in the NFL, Noah has not performed well, and it is also true that he is still super young and could turn it around. Both of those things exist in reality at the same time. So you both are correct.
I don't need you to tell me that. I know that.
Let's be fair. Well, I mean, but yeah, y'all kind of going at each other like it's one
someone's
way or the
telling
other.
me after.
No, all I'm saying is
that someone needs to go. That's irrational to me.
No,
that's irrational. And it's not directed. It's not directed to you, Logan. It's directed to him.
Well,
I'm just saying. What I'm saying is, if Coach Flo is going to put that energy, like if he's going to do the same thing to Tua, he needs to do it for all the players, man. Just keep the same fucking energy. That's
and
all
I mean,
look,
I would take that CJ Henderson Noah trade
millisecond.
Because I would do it because of what Noah has shown to this point, and because I do have some reservations, let's say, on his ability to pick it up at least in the near future. And we could use some help at running back. So again, another thing that simultaneously exists in reality. But I would still argue that on his next team, he could still turn it around. He
could also suck. He could also suck really bad. And like Logan's saying, we can get off of him soon enough. It's a fair, rational thing to say. I just think we need to try and be consistent. If we're going to give one player a year or two, we need to give them all. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't
want to give any of these players time.
He's not gone.
It's just weird. It's just weird to me that you're coddling him on his interview when he was asked. Like if you watched Coach Flores' interview, this press conference, what was it today? I think, and he's like just coddling on Noah, and he's like, "Oh yeah, Noah's improving every day." Blah blah blah.
Well,
come on, man.
He tried. To be fair, to be honest, he put you put everybody on the wrong page. So
you're breaking up, dude.
He treated everybody the same. Said
Try to anyway. Try to. That's all.
But you guys remember also, man, like Patrick Surtain and Sam Madison, they didn't show out their first year.
And just to settle this earlier,
yeah.
I mean, me and other people were plugged in. No, if those allegations didn't hit, Deshaun Watson would be a Miami Dolphin.
Yeah. I would have hated that.
Imagine how we would have been feeling.
But I think two allegations are.
I also believe that the reason why people say, well, he's coddling him is you gotta be real here. He was a Flores pick. So
that's it. And that's what Logan's biggest issue, and I agree with it. He's being very hypocritical. He was being very hypocritical.
He's gonna have some bias towards him. And that's only natural because that's his pick, and he's just
I get. Look, I mean, we see this all the time in the NFL, all the time, right? Look, it's bias. It's bias. It's clear
it's
and away
bias.
bias because it's just the way. It's just the way. The same way as bringing in ex players and coaches from your former team, like Flores has done a lot, right? But I will say that I would prefer in a perfect world to have somebody that didn't play those biases.
Horrible
right?
internet.
That'll never happen. I don't think, man. They're always gonna bring
people are people.
Sure. But that's what Logan's saying, right? Because obviously Flores didn't really want Tua to begin with, and then was kind of not really backing him after last season, which was kind of ridiculous for obvious reasons. But on the flip side, with the way that he has that approach with Tua, but then on the flip side, he has players like Noah, or even Byron Jones has been a example in the past of a player who he's really talked up, seemingly in a gratuitous way, right? Where it's a little over the top, where it kind of shows that bias, and so I feel that, like I feel his frustrations with that.
Nice.
Well, you got to think about this. He has his main guys that he picked. He's got Noah, Raekwon, and I guess Javon Holland.
Javon Holland, yeah. I mean,
so I say that's his three guys he's picked. That's his hand pick.
Hunter Long was also one of his.
Did you say Jalen Phillips?
Think so?
Jalen Phillips?
Oh, it absolutely.
I can't wait to see Phillips.
When he fell to us, I bet he was ready to make that pick. It was quick. They turned that card in real quick when he fell to us.
Yeah, Boston College, his alma mater. Yeah, he was gushing over.
I wish Hunter that Hunter Long didn't have an injury. I was really hoping that. I was going to enjoy watching him play and stuff.
We don't know yet. We might still see him.
Let's just hypothetically speaking, knock on wood, hopefully everything's okay. But let's think about this hypothetical situation, because I would say that in part of the reason why they drafted Hunter Long was because they're likely to not pay Mike Gesicki. Let's say
I'm not paying him $11 million.
Well, right. So, and we talked about that, right? But let's say that, God forbid, knock on wood, whatever, that it is a serious injury that takes him out for the entire season. Do you guys see that affecting anything in that dynamic, right? The guy that they brought in potentially to replace Gesicki, and especially if Gesicki stays healthy and has a solid season?
I don't know. They got some baller tight ends coming out next year.
Well, Gesicki needs to learn how to fucking block and run some routes for me to, say that he's can't have some say in a new contract, because right now Shaheen and Smythe are have some highlights right now.
So then do they maybe go out and draft another tight end next year? Right. So like if they don't want to pay Mike Gesicki, but God forbid Hunter Long's injury is long term, then maybe do they draft another tight end?
They always draft tight end. Stop drafting them.
Well, you can have the argument that the tight end class, coming out right next year is pretty. It's pretty significant. So you may get away with drafting a tight end this upcoming draft.
Fins for life. If Aaron Rodgers sucked his rookie year, then buy. Well, I mean, it's because they saw him as an upgrade. That's all that came down to.
Speaking of Aaron Rodgers,
and
he sat on the bench for 4 years, wasn't it? 4 years, right?
Yeah. In regards to Noah Benogany. Okay, here's the thing. This is why I didn't want to trade Tua. Tua was at 60% and he flashed. Okay, He flashed a ton. All right, they wanted to upgrade it because it was a rarity that you get a top 5 at the position at the age of 25 becoming available. And they believe they're in win now mode, and he expedites the process. That's the only reason they were doing it. My whole thing with Noah Benogany is he's not as polished as a prospect nowhere near as polished as a prospect as Tua was coming out.
Or X, even X.
So that's my whole issue with Noah. Noah, we knew he was raw. We knew he was a project. They took him early, and here we are.
I can't believe.
The problem was they left Antoine Winfield on the board.
Yep.
They left every single running back on the board.
Yep.
So they even left Trevon Diggs on the board to draft him.
They draft a young guy that had only had 12 games in that position in his whole life.
He was a project, you know.
That's insane.
It's not. And here's the thing: I can understand that pick if you just coming off a fucking Super Bowl. I can understand it because you know you're.
No.
If
I'm sorry.
just-
Even if that's the case, bro, because you got to understand that
I hate that pick.
Yeah, you just got to understand that that's not where you take a player right, because project players normally come from the middle to late rounds, depending on how much of a project they are and or if they have injury or off the field issues, right?
Yeah, I
so
agree.
you do not take a
Yeah.
project player.
The only
in the
project
first
players you
round.
take in the first round are
Quarterback.
Are uber athletic defensive ends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I could go with that.
Like that's the only ones you really like.
Yeah, I agree.
You reach on is defensive ends because pass rushers and how significant pass rushers are to the game.
Yeah. And it's how pissed off that I am about that pick because Kansas City started.
Everyone was stunned.
They started to run at running back, Kansas City, and I knew for damn sure. As soon as the second round start, the running backs is gonna go, and look what happened. We had the fucking pick of the litter.
And that's another thing, man, is like I don't feel like they have a good sense of when the runs are gonna go. I mean, obviously those things are somewhat difficult to predict, sure, but like. I don't know because they've done that on multiple occasions, like where they'll miss out on some of the top talent because they misprioritize earlier on and then, get jumped or something for the player that they would want or whatever,
Yeah,
it's just insane that they just got gypped that running at the same position in back-to-back drafts. That would just infuriates me.
The Ravens and the Broncos.
And that's why I would absolutely trade Noah for CJ Henderson. Yeah. Absolutely.
All right.
No one's gonna make that trade would never happen.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it will happen, but I would do that.
Yeah.
And it becomes impossible to move off of a first round pick. Just financially, the bonus money that's been paid out and whatever, it's just very difficult to pull that trigger after year one. And as far as Flo, really supporting Noah, I think when you go from first string to third string in a week at a player who already came in with loose confidence, I think Flo's got to do anything to support him, this week. But I do, from what I understand, Noah is a starting gunner at the moment, so they are trying anything to get him on the field and effective.
Oh, boy.
Damn. Feels like Jamar Fletcher all over again.
I guess.
I know, that's what I said to someone today.
Oh my God, it feels same damn thing.
I mean,
damn, Rhino, you on point.
I mean, I can't imagine he's gonna beat out fucking Mac Hollins or who's the other one? Our top.
I think it's just only Mac Hollins, I believe.
I don't want to see him on the field now. And give a shit if he plays anything. I don't.
Yeah,
want
right
him on
now
the
it's
field.
Mac and Noah, from what I understand, are our gunner. Who were
Mac
first
and
team gunners as of
Really?
right
Wow.
now,
Yeah,
and which
So they
bodes well
demoted
for
Jamal
Mac.
Perry.
Yeah, which bodes well for Mac because from what I understand, as of right now, it looks like he's one of our 6 or 7.
Yeah, he's working with the first teams last year, man.
Yeah, he's making the roster for sure.
Good for him.
And I can't wait to start seeing how this roster shakes out after we start getting cuts, man. It's gonna be interesting to see.
All I want is Kurt Merritt to be on there.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to
have 7 receivers, man. 7 receivers. Kurt Merritt's gonna be number 7.
Well, yeah, and Bowden has done nothing, but I'd have to assume that they can carry him at running back if they really wanted to figure out a way to stash a few extra receivers. And from what I understand, Jakeem's likely to end up on. Well, he is on the trading block it's just a matter of finding somebody.
So, Reason, let me ask you this: how confident you think Merritt could possibly be a legit threat on our team? You think he could probably make it by this year or maybe next if they give him the opportunity?
I think he has a legit chance to make it this year, bro.
Watch, he's gonna ball out in preseason.
Like, I'll tell you this much: there's no way they'd do it. But if they were to keep 8, he'd make the team.
Definitely.
So, it's all about what he's gonna do with his preseason games reps and snaps.
Yeah.
But all right, guys, I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go. Rhino, let's start with you, bro.
Oh man, just really happy. A lot of the news is coming out. I'm pulling for Hunter. I hope some kind of miracle happens there. I'm excited to hear the news every day. Can't wait to hear the news for tomorrow coming out of camp. And fins up
Wednesday.
Florida born.
Thank you, as always, Reason, man, you for teaching this community, and fuck all you haters that want to doubt Reason.
Love it.
And fins up.
Logan,
Live bullets, baby. Live
your
bullets.
final thoughts, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm so happy about the X. Glad we don't have to talk about that crap anymore. Glad it got done.
Facts.
Yeah. And I got a request. If you could put like the little emoji of that Adam Gase face on the little YouTube member thing, that'd be awesome.
The eyes, the Adam Gase
Little
eyes.
eyes, yeah. But no. I know you can't just cut a first round pick. I get it. I'm just saying, I just feel like I hate when coaches have their little favorites, That's just it's not good.
Usually not good.
Case eyes.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah, you got to put that thing in the YouTube emoji, man. So when people have funny takes, you just boom. All right,
Todd, your final thoughts, bro.
I'm just super excited. Next week is going to be huge. I mean, it's going to answer so many questions, and I just haven't been this excited, honestly, since a Marino year. So this is really good. It's like Christmas Eve.
Hell yeah.
Red Comet, your final thoughts.
Honestly, I hope this O-line holds up so that Tua can pass the ball. And then our run game can improve. Also, I am a little scared for the right side, but not for the left side as much anymore.
Period.
Pyro, your final thoughts.
End of story.
Damn, shout outs to Red coming ending abruptly. I seen that in the past streams. He just ends like he just shut down. But
I'm just like that.
At least he's repping the Steelers hat for you, Pyro.
Yeah.
Trust
anyway,
me, I thought you put a Bills hat and a Patriots and Jets hat on this.
You're crazy, but I just think that
I was very bored.
I'm glad that X got, we was able to resolve this X situation because that was a heavy burden on me, man. Especially with what was coming out about Liam Acavera is not better than Flowers. That just really was just. I just woke up mad today, and
wake up mad every day.
Yeah, that's true. But I woke up even madder than the other days. But I just feel like once this X situation is just a big. I just felt very happy for this that we finally got that situation out of over from this team. We can just focus on the Bears right now. So fins up.
Dylan, your final thoughts.
Appreciate having me. Thank you as always. Good show. Glad to talk with y'all. Like I said at the beginning, super pumped about the X thing. I mean, it's such a relief. Still got my top 3 concerns. The injury situation this early. The offensive line still worries me a little bit, and a little bit in that secondary as well. But we'll see how it plays out. Super pumped for next week in the scrimmages or the joint practices with the Bears, and then the game against the Bears. So fins up. Let's see some good stuff out of that game.
Nice.
Mauricio, your final thoughts.
Just thanks for having me, guys. Again, it was great. Always talking to y'all. It was great having a great day. Just hearing the whole news with X and got that situated. I think we're taking the proper steps in the right direction. The run game actually looked pretty good today. And just as long as we keep on taking the proper steps, we should be able to make some
pretty good noise this year. Fins up. Thanks, guys.
Did I say Todd though?
Yes,
You did.
yes,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah, I just didn't say anything too impressive reason.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Irving, your final thoughts, bro.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's like really choppy.
You sound all right.
Hold on, give me a second.
Just say fins up.
Bro, I
You
don't
hear
got
me?
a second. Yeah, I gotta go.
Just say fins up. Fins up.
Say what you gotta say.
Fins
bro.
up.
There it is, fins up.
Nice.
I got pizza. I got pizza. I got Pete signal.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
All right.
There it is.
Yeah. So ready? All right. There we go. All right. Yeah, man. Hold on. I'm outside. I got cars.
Reason's got to go,
Bro,
bro.
I gotta go, bro. You gotta hurry up here, dude.
My bad. No, man. Really quick. Nah, man. I'm glad that we got this X situation handled. We can focus now on the season. I can't wait I'm looking forward to the joint practices against Chicago. I want to see what Tua can do against an elite defensive line. Yeah, that's all I got to say. And hopefully, I'm willing to see. This is going to be the ultimate test for the offensive line. So that's it. Fins up.
Fins up.
All right, boys. I'll be back Wednesday night. I'll see you guys when the joint practices start. You already know what time it is. Fins up all day, every day, baby.
Bubble screen.